Welcome back to CBS4K, and this is Total War Warhammer 3 Thrones of Decay announcement trailer. Now, I won't be able to do like a full-on lore analysis of each unit, but I will be able to do a bit of a gameplay light analysis because I don't actually have a copy of it. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, let's mute it. The dragon, and I forgot the name of this, but she's a powerful sorceress, and yeah, I think she has the lore of shadows, so that should be an interesting twist on the various powers. I think it. Yeah. You got the Griffin Knights. And good guys with cannons. So I do like the sniper units that they're in. They basically gave the Empire more guns. I was a little disappointed that they didn't give Empire more melee units, because I feel like the Empire needs melee units, but at the same time, they're sort of like the dwarves. The dwarves need cannons. They need guns. But that being said, I honestly think that giving them more guns, like what this is, more ingenue, like steampunk. Let's just call it steampunk weaponry, is probably better for them overall, because I feel like they're better at doing range damage, and like the melees for the dwarf are perfect already. Like they're incredibly powerful. Like melee, going early game melee with the dwarves is fine. In fact, I strongly recommend it, because their early game melee units are the Dwarf Warriors, and the Dwarf Warriors are basically as tough as mid-game units. They're basically as tough. Add to it with some archery units, and it's like a very powerful lineup. Yeah, there's no cavalry with the dwarves, and I feel like the air units are sort of like going to be their cavalry. Like, these little gunships will probably be kind of like their cavalry / their siege weaponry. I like this dude up top here. He's like dropping bombs. That is pretty good. Let's talk about the Nurgle units. Also, I like the look of the Nurgle. The Nurgle units look gross. Like, yes, they should always look gross. And then, like, yeah, there's a cannon. Like, that's pretty cool. Like a new, I think, character units. Yeah. Yeah, and they got the new. I feel like this was already done with the mods. You can have like a little gunship there for like mods, and I want to see I wonder how powerful this is going to be. One of this like land ship here. You could already put in the game if you had a mod. I forgot the name of the mod, but yeah, you could do it that way. I don't know how powerful this ship, any of this will be, but the ship will be the nice dragon. Overall, it's a good lineup. It's a good lineup. There's nothing I would say that looks bad or terrible. Like it'll be a few weeks before a few days before we actually know what they'll have in these varying packs. Because while I like the way they've set up the packs this time is they instead of having the 3 separate packs for all 3 of them, or you can get all 3 of them in a $22, $22 US dollar big super pack instead of trying to buy all of it. Because there's some, like, to be perfectly honest, some of us don't really play Nurgle or play Empire or play Dwarves, so most people probably just play 1 or 2 of those at the most, and everyone else, you're probably gonna miss all the other stuff. But I might get the whole thing because again, I'm a YouTuber and I'm doing stuff on YouTube, so I might just use it. I might just use it for content. I might farm it for content on my channel, which probably would be a good idea. They have giants in the numbers, which I wouldn't say is bad, but you know, I'm still a little bit biased against giants because old giants were so bad back in the day. But they got like a recent boost, and they're pretty solid now. You know, I like that unit. It's got I think that's basically I think it might be a separate unit, and then it might be a mount for like a lord like this one. I don't know the name of it, but I do like combat lords. Combat lords are pretty solid. Like magic, I like to have magic relegated to my hero instead of my lord, because I would like to have my lord just in the middle of a fight or just like buffing the units within their general area while they're fighting in the middle of it. Like, plus, it's easier to snipe a mage lord, a wizard lord, than it is to snipe a melee lord. A melee lord, he'll fight off like a horde by himself, so you can't just throw a bunch of dudes at him. Wizard lord, you can throw a bunch of dudes at him and keep them bogged down for a bit. Maybe cast a few spells on them, and they'll die pretty quickly. I think that's my problem with it, because once they die, the entire army starts to weaken. But then again, spell casting lords, it makes it relatively simple. You don't have to buy special buildings in your settlements to recruit most mage lords, so you'll just have a wizard lord right off the bat. Spellcasters are a bit overpowered in this game, but I think that works for it. It works really well. I mean, you could probably set the game so they don't have spellcasters in it, or you can like have a mod that weakens spellcasters or enhances the units so they're withstand spellcasters. I forgot, but there's like a siege unit thing for the dwarves. I might play dwarves first on this pack when it comes out. Depends. Oh, I missed that the first time. That guy's on a hound. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. I approve. And got little nurglings like Clump pulling him too. Yeah, this looks like a solid pack. I wonder what's actually in it. I wonder if they're going to make any sort of gameplay improvements. I'm curious to see what buffs they're going to give to Empire and Dwarves, because the Empire and the Dwarves, they really need buffs. They're not terrible. It's just that you could tell that they're their first game races because they're so far they lag behind. The greenskins are stronger than ever with Grom the Ponch's updates. Oh, that was perfect. That was a perfect update. It brought them up to speed with everyone else. The only one that's lacking is, well, Empire and Dwarves, and the vampire counts are way behind. I don't think they have ever gotten an update that recently that like put them on scale with the others. Not yet. So they need to remember. Hopefully, the next one after this is vampire accounts because the vampire accounts need love too. So yeah, I think that about does it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and any subscribers will help. Thank you so much for your time. I'll catch you next time.